well. So we'll have SALT on the red team, and we'll have TCG as I'm typing this.
I mean, while we've still got the time and are waiting for the teams to ready up, we might as well have a look at their builds.
We can do.
Shall I start with the red team?
Let's go with that.
I'll keep it brief, starting us off with Honey, playing Staff Elementalist, using the Pirate Rune for that, Celestial Normal traits, and the Glyph of Elementals. Trebux, who might be a sub, at least his guild tag might suggest so. But he could also be part of the guild called Yellow Submarine. We don't know. We might actually have a look, if we cared. Dagger Pistol.
You do care, Nick.
Dagger Pistol Panic Strike build. He's going for the Infiltrator signet, so has not yet jumped on the train of the black powder there.
Oh my god, and I understand how much black powder is better now. Having played Thief more and having changed to black powder, how good it actually is. But we can talk about that as we go through.
Kava, Rifle, Celestial Engineer, Knight Junior, On Shout Warrior, and Frostball, the Shatter Mesmer. He's playing Sword Torch, by the way, to keep it very brief. And now we're starting with the first match for us today. It's the semifinals, of course, because we only start streaming those. On the red side, we do have TCG in a bit of a different setup. You might notice the slight lack of Helseth. And then we also have SALT on the red side.
Indeed, and I'm just gone into the Rangers' point of view, actually. It looks like he's probably playing... Oh, might be playing Power Ranger. We've seen the early down coming out of Eternia, actually, over on the blue team, who, of course, you can see he's got the hot tag on him, but he's playing for TCG today. So he's going to get rezzed here by Red Levin. Also, Tome, and a really nice Red, able to get back onto the point just in time as well to make sure that is going to be contested, because everyone had to nip off Node there. But again, we've seen the other down coming out onto Tom there. What are we going to call him? Tome, sorry. He's just going to go into the downstate and be finished in the end.
Okay, Tome, apparently.
I don't know.
No, Tom.
Tom?
Why not? Why not?
Tom.
Yeah,
Tom.
It's probably Tom,
Tom.
Even though he's called, well, if it's German, if you translate it, Tom protects all. Let's see if he can actually manage that. Cool. He's on the DPS Guardian there, just respawning now, and we have finally the first down on the red side. Eternia tried to get the kill. Wait, where did he go? He had to escape with the flash there. Too much damage on him, but just the damage from the side, especially from Cole Summer, the Power Ranger on the side of TCG, brought him down just without a stomp. Afterwards, Honey is supposed to be the next target, running for her life as the Earth Armor, but that doesn't ensure you stability anymore. We have the stacks now. And that's quite interesting. We saw one quick stun there, I think. But
yeah, she's been...
I think it might have been just an immobilize.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, she got res there successfully in the end. We did have the war banner coming out, and then they turned the damage back onto the blue team. And because of that as well, they're all in such a nicely condensed area that red team were able to get almost two members into the downstate there. Red Levin has been raised back up, and he's going to be okay for now. But Eternia very much out of this fight, and very much the support of this team is going to have to get back in quite soon, because they're going to need that support as soon as possible, because they've not really got many people who are quite sustainable other than Texby, and we are going to see also the Ranger going down. Koi Summer over towards the midpoint as well. At the moment, we are going to try and see Red Levin going for that decap over on the quarry. Not sure how successful he'll be versus Honey, but I think he wants to kill her because she is very low indeed. Not sure how many cooldowns she's got. As we go into her perspective, she does go back into the healing, of course, and she should be okay for a little bit of time, getting herself almost up to full. She has Lightning Flash, which she does use to get out of that immobilize there, and she's going to be okay. Dropping the nice static field as well. Red Levin knows that he's going to be in trouble and is going to have to stealth up and get out of there quite quickly.
TCG at the moment is just falling apart. Just from the first down there, when Levin and Eternia fell at the same time. This has gone brilliantly for SALT. They just kept the pressure going, couldn't down Levin at that time, but Eternia's taken out, and with Eternia out in the setup that TCG is running at the moment, there's just no defense left.
That was smashing, just on Carver there. He's done excellent positioning from him. He reversed with Elixir Gun right on top of the portal, which put them in a situation where they could re-engage onto the team, and they've actually just fully pulled out of Waterfall. They're not overextending whatsoever. They really want to stay in with the 2-cap and keep the lead. They know that they're winning now at the moment, 150 points almost versus TCG. Okay, it's not their full setup, which could be kind of what the issue is at the moment. They haven't got as much mobility without Helseth here, but now they're starting to pin down targets. Carver is the one in trouble, but he still feels as if he's going to be okay here as he uses that Elixir 4 to get away. Nice retreat there and actually gets off his heel. Texby is not letting him get away as he does get the knockback off as well. And almost to a degree, again, while Carver is being pursued by quite a few members and also Texby there, they do get the kill on Red 11 as they are pursuing. So again, you kind of see that tactic coming out where they do bring in they're coming up from behind and taking them out as they try to go for one of the most sustained people on the red team.
I just had a quick check if Eternia is really playing Dagger Celestial. Yeah, he is, but he dies pretty fast nonetheless. I have to say, aside from just the team fights breaking apart here and there, some of the rotational decisions not being that great, there's also, we just saw completely overcommitted res attempt on Red 11. I mean, getting a Thief back up out of downstate is a difficult thing if one guy damages, but 3? Nope.
I mean, it's I think, like you said, and at the moment for this team, they're completely playing. They're not playing the same setup at all. They're not really supporting each other. They seem very individual at the moment. And when they were at mid and they did get together, they jumped into a ton of cleave as well. So they were really unlucky with that. We've seen Knight Jr. there just trying to get some extra cleave off onto Red 11 in that Shadow Refuge and able to take him out. So most of the blue team are out of the game at the moment, other than Eternia, who's grabbed the cap over on the quarry. We have seen the pick up the waterfall coming out from Carver over on the waterfall, as well as Koi Summer is being bled out. So TCG need a bit of a regroup, probably towards Eternia, if they can try and get to support him and then push out from there, which is what Tom has actually done there as well. So he's moving to mid in a 1v. He doesn't want to do that, not yet. He's picking his chance. He's picking his chance.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that SALT is being this defensive. Can they really just give TCG the opportunity to regroup? I think they should have been a bit more aggressive. They are going aggressive now, but now it's almost too late. They have the respawn in their hands already. Have 2 people now when they're pushing out, going for the midpoint and maybe also advancing towards the waterfall. So TCG, again, for the second time, trying to turn this around with just an all-point aggression strategy.
Yeah, just on Tom's perspective as well at the moment, as they did push on over onto the quarry, he's going to go down. So again, they're going to have only 4 people on the map, but they are in a 2v1 situation over versus Carver, and Carver is actually doing a really good job at surviving against these 2 horrible builds, really, because they can get off a lot of damage. He has gone into downstate now, of course, and he is going to beat these horrible people. I'm sure they're very nice, but just having a look at...
Levin is a horrible person.
Fair enough. And it's not actually as... I don't know, this is quite a bursty range build. I'll have a look again at the when we've actually got time, because I just want to pick up what's going on the rest of the map. Because TCG has started to come back into it a little bit, as we've seen Texby grabbing that decap over on the mid, and now we've got Knight Jr. over on the point to try and bunker that up as Tom comes as well, which definitely got Honey here, because we've just seen the... there we go, see, just saw the static field as well. But look at the burst and coordination that comes out onto Texby there. The shatter combined with all the extra cleave on that body is not going to... No one wants to get involved with that. And we are going to see the rest of TCG falling here as well. Tom in the downstate, Texby almost dead. And we are going to see Red 11 as well, completely, if not very dead.
I dare to say that this game is kind of over.
I would dare to say the same. A look at
really?
We can see the Mesmer as well.
You are so bold.
Knight Jr. going for that decap is pretty much going to end it for them, really. Koi Summer is just kind of standing in the wind, and it looks like it's pretty much a GG for SALT. And probably one of their... So this is their day. We were saying last week, you know, that they have their good days and they have their bad days. And today's a good one. Or a good game.
Okay, just getting anime recommendations from Red 11. Everyone watching is supposed to watch Tokyo Ghoul.
Wow, he's
public
talking,
service announcement.
He's talking about that right now at the end of the game. I did put the +1 up in the thing. in the scoreboard
nice.
because I think we knew what was going to happen there. Tom, unfortunately, not scoring any points there.
Oh.
Did we see a Tom decap? Not Tom decap. Tom DC. Wow. Can't talk today, apparently. But this is a great map for the potentiality, which is a new word, for them to come back and actually draw this up, of course. I like that. I actually kind of like that. I'm not going to
Potentialityation.
Potentialityation. Wow, I can say it. So we are going to quickly go through the blue team. This is going to be TCG. A bit of a different setup today. We do have Eternia in there. Tom is also playing a DPS Guardian. And Koi Summer, who I'm not sure, in all honesty, who this is. We'll have to find out at a later date.
Can you see the account name? Because I can't. Normally there's the handy trick of clicking report and then you can see it, but
no, I can't
did they stop that?
Maybe.
Why?
Because I cannot do it either. Odd.
Damn you.
Okay, well, for now, let's go over to TCG's builds. We'll have a quick look. Texby is playing Celestial Rifle Engineer. He's going with the Rune of the Water, which is very individual to him. Gives him some extra boon duration as well, some extra healing, and also condition removal, actually, which is on the 4th piece there. So it's actually not too bad. It's good. Obviously, Engineer doesn't have as much access to Condi removal, so that extra little tiny bit there is actually quite useful. Going over to Red Levin, then we're going to be seeing him on the DP. We're going to see him on the Executioner there, of course, which is going to be... He's actually opting to go for the Signet in this build, rather than going for Blinding Powder. We are then going to go over to Eternia, who's running Dagger, or who was... He is still running Dagger, Elementalist with the whole Brack Rune, so the more tanky version, which is going to build up might over time. Give him that extra might duration, of course, as well as the negative 20% condition duration on himself. We are going to go over to Koi Summer, who's playing a...
What?
Yes. He's playing a Berserker
what?
Ranger. I'm just checking the traits.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's not on the... It's survivable Zerker. Because he's going into nature magic, so he's going for that survival of the fittest, which gives him fury. So that's the extra Zerker there for the fury and the extra crit, which is actually really, really nice. And he needs some. He's got some extra Condi removal there, of course, with the evasive purity, power based on vitality. So he's trying to boost that stat, getting the vitality from Zerker and then converting that back into the power for the Power Ranger part. And then you've got some survival skills, so wilderness knowledge, reducing those survival skills, as well as also, you know, Entangle is very offensive as well as defensive, which is very good to get out of Poo card. And Lightning Reflexes, of course, as well.
Am I imagining stuff, or have we... Is it normal for Power Ranger to put that much in nature magic? I mean, we don't see that many, but that seems
up here,
a bit off.
I mean, for survival skills as well, like cooldowns, yes, but he's not going
survival. That is kind of what you can really go for if you want to play it a bit more defensively. Then we also have the like you take the 6 out of nature magic and put them all into marksman. That's the
marksmanship's normally. Yeah, exactly. I think marksmanship's quite a normally a heavy area as well.
I mean, you're missing the what's it called? The shooting further.
Yeah, the extra range trait.
Yeah. It also has a name, which escapes me at the moment.
Yeah, I forgot. We don't really see Power Ranger up high too much, other than Dresser, I guess.
Except for Dresser, yeah.
Okay, well, it's you can understand the survivability in the extra.
Read the Wind, maybe? Was that? Read the Wind, I think so.
I mean, survival of the fittest is a really good trait, though, because if he pops Entangle in an offensive situation and also in a defensive situation, he can use that in conjunction, I guess, with Lightning Reflexes as well, and he'll get some fury off of one of those. So he'll be able to be offensive afterwards. And, you know, he can obviously use it in that offensive situation. He can cause a lot of problems. We've all been entangled one time or another, and we've all felt the pain that comes out from it. Tommy has actually gone back onto Elementalist. He's playing Dagger, and he's probably going with Holbrack Rune as well. He is indeed. And that's going to be the blue team. I did go over everyone there, yes.
Yeah,
Just about.
and I think that might be a good choice. I think we might see a bit of the DPS Guardian didn't really get come to his full potential there. So good to see him on the Elementalist again, and the Power Ranger on the midpoint. He is gonna be epic, I tell you. But for now, he will be going to the close point and taking that one. Let's see how the rest splits.
I think that's a good idea because, you know, it's kind of obvious. Like when you go into those team queues or ranked or unranked or whatever, you always think, you know what, we need to get rid of that Power Ranger. If he's going to be in mid, it's going to be obvious where he's going to be standing as well. So it's good to not get that happening early. Just as I'm trying to talk, Red Levin has been taken into the down state. I do believe that was by Treybax, who did a good job of taking him out quite early, and a combination of different people as well. So we go over to on that node. Eternia, no doubt, is on the node, trying to keep it contested versus Treybax and now Carver as well. And we are going to see Texby coming in. This is actually a good hold for them. If they can hold the sides, even sustain mid to a degree. They don't want Tommy to die, though, over in that situation. And actually, the Mesmer knocking him off node kind of did him a favour, even though he knocked him into the corner. A good job, and Tommy has disengaged. That's a sensible suggestion on his own part of himself, and also his team, most likely. Koi Summer now can probably advance forward slightly here, trying to support maybe Red Levin as he pushes towards mid. Not doing too bad here at TCG, but Eternia has lost out over on the wharf. Or the temple, we'll call it for now.
Yeah, we still have a neutral, but they might just pick it up here. SALT, we do still have Eternia down on the side. He's just trying to make something of this downstay there. Not really succeeding that much. And Texby taken out afterwards. That was really, really quick. He tried to stick around and tried to at least keep a couple of people there to open it up in mid a bit more, which he might have succeeded at, but at what cost?
Yeah, they're starting to group up over on the mid at the moment. We've got the pain train coming in from Red Team, wondering who they're going to initiate on. Probably on Tommy, of course. Yep, Tommy is right there. So he's gonna have to be careful here. Just forgot actually that he's not actually playing Guardian, so it would have been the main target there, of course. Anyway, but he's one of the main targets over on mid, and they do not really have the. They're really kind of screwed in this situation. They've already got people in the down state, and they had them when they actually started to stay on node. So Tommy probably would have been a bit better at trying to withdraw there rather than just trying to get in there and potentially trying to survive on the point. I don't know, disengage would have been good, but the thing is, Texby now coming back over here. If they can get this kill out onto Carver, which is why he's starting to disengage now, they might be able to come back. But that's a good decision. This is what they did on the last map. They didn't want to push completely, although now they've started to regroup. So if we go back into the map, we can see the Thief, the Mesmer, and also the also Carver playing Engineer have now started to decide to push onto this point, supply pressure, which might allow Blue Team to come out a bit, but we've still got Red Levin, who's dead and out of the game. We're waiting for respawns from them. Ranger does come back out now as well.
I have to say, again, SALT taking their time with the actual engage on the third point. I think they should kind of try and get out of there fast enough. They waited for the respawn, or let's say they gave them enough time to get the respawn there. Therefore, the engage on Altar is going to be completely for naught. Red Levin trying to escape all of that, trying to use the confusion and maybe the over-engagement there and getting the decap, but no, he gets caught. We had Treybax on him and tries to take him out afterwards, so we have a little Thief 1v1 going on the stairs besides the temple there.
And we got Stillness.
Oh,
that's
really
a good. That's a good distraction, Low. Because Treybax normally would be the man to go get that. Eternia gets a free Stillness cap. Even if Levin dies, that's not too bad. They've equalised the caps. Although, they've just lost Altar. So getting that Stillness cap didn't really win in the end. And Carver now is going to be able to sustain himself. So Texby wants to get back over here so they can get the node as soon as possible and stay in this game. Because they will have the two cap. But no one's going to stay on node and actually cap it. One of those guys should get on node, especially with Stillness. But you know, we are seeing people going for those kills more, so they can secure the node for sure. But in this case, look, we've seen Honey jumping on the point, and she might even pick up the cap as Tommy and also Texby are so focused on trying to kill Carver that they've got no chance in using that Stillness at all. And the cap over on the temple isn't being given up either by Knight. He's going to be able to sustain on that point for a while. He's even got people off node trying to fight as well, and this is not looking good for TCG at present.
Well, maybe a little glimmer of hope might come from Red Levin getting the decap on the midpoint. Nobody really paying attention to that. Maybe SALT a bit caught in the bloodlust there, trying to get more kills. Frostbolt now down in the fight on the Temple gets back up. Cole Summer down on the side, and the damage is going to be too much. We have the disengage coming out already, but the full cap. Now who's going to be able to support that? TommyTomTom making his way away from one side point, and they're kind of struggling to even get into a position to protect that one point. Nothing even close to being able to contest the second one.
Indeed, they've just been completely pushed out of water. They're really, the thing that's going to bring these guys back is going to be a full-on map change, and we're going to be waiting for another minute and 5 seconds when Tranquility comes up, and then hopefully we'll see TCG. Maybe they can grab that and come back into this game. We've got the concession on Alta, but really that's because the fight's been moving around there for so long now. And we have got movement over on the mid as well, as Eternia is trying to fend off Trebacks and also Frostball. That Pain Train combination moving around quite well. Knight Jr. is going to retreat over from the Altar as well to make sure that they do keep that node. He does see that Red Levin is currently trying to get that decap. Red Levin wants none of it though.
He gets none of it.
He gets none of it at all.
Trebacks being chased by 2 people, running into the hands of Red Levin, and with 2 people at his side, he might very well go for the decap, even with half, go for the kill there, even with half HP. But stealthing back up again. Blue team kind of grouped in the middle. Are they already preparing for the Stillness and Tranquility coming in about 20 seconds there? Doesn't really look like they could go for a point, but maybe the red team will have a couple of problems with the split if we have 5 objectives to fight about. Maybe they can use it to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Tranquility can really, really bring you back. We've seen it before, but it's going to be a really, really steep hill to climb now. Although Koi Summer has started that off. We've seen them equalise things with the 2 cap now, of course, because that Stillness does bring you back in line to keep those. So they're both trickling in the points now. But what they maybe TCG need to think about is how important is Tranquility. Can they just sustain it, or do they want to commit and send people down to make sure the map changes? We aren't going to see that happen. We're only going to see a 1v1 happen down here, and Koi Summer is against a very sustainable class in form of Honey and hasn't got a lot of survival really in this situation. Has used his heal, of course, might be able to get some nice burst off to Honey, but maybe she can hold that and just be fine. If they don't commit any more people, they will not be able to get that node. They've lost the mid, they've recapped it, starting to pick up the Stillness again, but now they need to really... What do you reckon they should do here, Nick? What's the best plan for these guys in this situation, being so many points behind?
Even the double cap is not going to bring them the win. So either they are in a good position to now get the decap on the Altar. The question is, are they going to fall apart on all other points? Eternia needs to hold it as it is. TommyTomTom, right move, going for the Altar. We have SALT a bit overcommitted to the bottom buff because they have the mindset that that is the only thing that can bring TCG back in this situation. No, you're wrong. If you don't have any caps, you can stop it right here, right now. We have 7 minutes still on the board. A potential second...
Tommy,
but now Honey with the catch. No, we don't see the cap quite coming through there. Interrupted in the last second. But still, 6 minutes... 40 seconds on the board. That is easily doable if they keep the caps, but now the red team has moved on for the pressure on the midpoint, and apparently, again, TCG not able to deal with that.
And it's not too bad because Tommy is in a 1v2, but the thing is they've lost people on the map. And now he needs to interrupt Honey. Honey is channeling. He needs to get any damage on her at all. Oh my god, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. She's still channeling. Oh no, able to just as he goes down. So someone else is going to have to nip down there to make sure that that's not going to happen. Tommy in a down state can only drop a little bit more damage. We're going to see Trebacks starting to withdraw now as well. Honey's going to start to channel. We'll probably see that come off, which means that anyone on the side nodes on mid are going to be flipped off. No one is coming to actually make sure that channel is interrupted. No one's in a position to. TCG members are down and out of this fight. We're 470 in favour of SALT. This is definitely their game at the moment.
Yep, it is. There's nothing, no. You can't
there
even
is
get
nothing
the
else to say.
You can't even get the decaps fast enough if you'd be able to get to the points here. We do see one attempt. He will probably get the decap on the temple, but we still have that pesky Altar ticking, and Eternia not really able to get it against Knight Jr. So, second map going to SALT in this best of 3, meaning they will advance to the finals and face up against 360 no scope.
Indeed. Wow, we saw 360 no scope. Cool, that's going to
Yeah.
be an interesting one. So
Or MLG.
Or
For short.
And they won against Don't Know What 2. So we will see them in the next matchup. Let's just nip into the cams here, and we shall show you our faces. So guys, if you just tuned in, we just saw this TCG defeated by Your Goose is Cooked, Salt. And we are going to go into the final now, where Nick said, of course, we are going to see 360 no scope versus Your Goose is Cooked, i.e. Salt, in the final. Tell your friends, tell their pets. We'll do that one again. But otherwise, we will see you very shortly. We'll go